We're thrilled that you'd like to know more about SONLIT missions. And we feel it important to share our shape, our spirituality, heart abilities, personality, and experiences. And through the years, I've helped a lot of companies that were trying to find their purpose, their vision, their values. Your purpose can be is the last thing you really come up with. I mean, it's the thing that defines you, and it can only be said in a couple words. It has to end, from we exist to do this. And what is this? Well, for SONLIT Missions, it's to renew hearts in Christ. So that's our purpose. And if you're an individual and you're trying to find out what your purpose is as far as your heart from God talking to you, you'll dig into that. One of the reasons you dig into that is because in all of your influences, whether you're at work, at play, avocations, vocations, hobbies, kids' ball games, whatever it is, as a Christian, you want to grow closer to Christ, you want to renew your heart, and you want to kind of be strategic and intentional about what that looks like. And frankly, if you think about the Great Commission, that we're to love God with all our hearts, all our soul, and to love others as we love ourselves, that's really what it comes down to. So if you love yourself and you understand yourself, you understand your own shape, your spirituality, heart abilities, personality, experiences, then you'll be able to sort of flush out your purpose, your vision, and your values. Now, our vision, which is what we see, what we want to see at SONLIT, is we are a media missionary, and we strive to establish a discipleship connection with men and women worldwide. Those women and men are no different than you and I. They're investigating and struggling with their heart tug, their God tug from above. They ask questions like questions you and I've asked. Is anybody out there? Does anybody care? Is there more to life than what I know? Why do I have trouble at work in my relationships, but I don't have trouble at home? Well, it's part of a integrated life that we're talking about. Through technology practices, we then come alongside them, wherever they are in their spiritual walk. And then we sort of help direct through other people's stories an authentic way to incorporate the vision of joyfulness, love, patience, kindness, gentleness, through the faithful wisdom and the goodness of those who have a story to share, and they're willing to do so and been courageous enough to do so, to get on camera and share their story because it'll relate to someone else. We concentrate specifically on the heart and on prayer and on gratitude. That's the vision of SONLIT. So once we've gotten the purpose and the vision sort of worked out, whether we're doing this for ourselves, individually, our corporation, our business, our vocation, our family, there's so many different places here. What are the values that you espouse and you want to live to? So at SONLIT Missions, this is our values. We strive to live an authentic, integrated life, a personal life, a family life, a professional life that is authentic and transparent. What's that look like? Well, hey, it could look like you're no different today on a Saturday morning than you are at a board meeting on Tuesday. You can expect that the same kind of answers and the same kind of heart and the same kind of vision and know-how are going to show up, whether it's a soccer game on Saturday morning or whether it's a board meeting on Tuesday afternoon. Your values at need to indicate that you are a Christian. So at SONLIT, we're passionate about knowing Christ and making him known in our life. And that is part of our vision, and it's also part of our values. We strive to example the 5 marks of a disciple. And we can get into that another time, and you can go a little deeper on the website to find out what those are. And then we care about others more than self. That's a value. We want to pray with and for one another and claim the promises of God that we're all unique individuals and that he calls us to do certain things in certain ways in certain places. And that value shows up in here, in the Word, and as you concentrate on that, and as you make that an intentional part of your life, guess what? It shows up in all the places that you show up. And that makes you a true reflection of Christ himself. So those are our values. I encourage you to kind of use that same process and write them down. Be intentional about it. Get to know you. Get to know your spirit, your heart, your abilities, your personality, your experiences. You might have to listen to some accountable friends or your wife or your husband or your best friend, and they might have to tell you some tough stuff. But at the same time, if you hear it, you can define what you want to become. You can't become what you can't define. So that's why we have this About page, to tell you we have defined what we want to become. Now, are we there yet? Oh, heck no. We won't be there until our dying breath. But at the same time, we have a definition of where we want to go. At least purpose, vision, and values. And we thank you for listening, and we hope you apply this to your life.